All right, Shalom, Shalom, Israel, Shalom to the Torah tribes of Yasharala, giving of course all honor and glory and praise unto the Most High Yahweh, BAHASHAM Yahushua. All right, that's all praises to the Holy Father Yahweh in the names of the Begotten Son Yahushua. This is Brother Yasharala.
Brother AHBAYAH.
And we're just waiting for TAZAIZAR to get on. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got him. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Khan. So we can get right into this. You know what I'm saying? We can get right into this. So basically, we're going into the true treasures of the Most High, right? Now, the true treasures, all right, I'm going to kick it off with Matthew chapter 6 because, Yahushua was really getting on Jake, all right? He was really getting on Jake because Jake, he fantasizes about what? Money, car, women, clothes, right? Fashion. Jake really worships money. You know what I'm saying? But what money should you be worrying about, right? Let's see. Let's get that. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. Right? Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do and steal. So the Lord, plain and simple, said, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth. You want to get rich in this society. You're seeking out after riches in this world, right? The Lord said, don't do that, right? Because your money is worthless. Hey, hey, you can just rip a dollar bill, right? You can just rip a $100 bill, and it's worthless now. You know what I'm saying? It's worthless. And even back in the ancient world, you didn't really have paper money, but they had, gold and silver. Hey, that gold and that silver would rust, and a thief could easily break in and steal all your gold and silver. Right now, your whole life's gone. See that? So
Come.
that's what the Lord said it's useless. Right? Come. And it says, verse 20, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Because ain't nobody up there in the spiritual realm, all right, coming in, you know, coming in, breaking down, the strongholds and whatnot, coming, busting through the cherubims, right? In the cherubims, and they stealing your money, you know, or your treasures. Right? No, that's not what's happening, right? That's why the Most High, the true treasures is of the Most High is about the true treasures that we're going to get in the kingdom. You know, and I'm gonna just end it with verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Meaning that what if you want true treasures in the kingdom, hey, that's where your mind is going to be fixated at. The kingdom, right? So come on, you got it.
I'm gonna get precepts on it, right?
Come on.
Right, this Hebrews, the classic, right? Hebrews 8 and 6. Right, I'm gonna read. So, like, it reads, right? But now has he obtained a more excellent ministry, for how much also is he a meditator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. Say that's what we think about day and night. That's where our true treasure is, like the brothers bringing out. Day and night we meditate upon the kingdom, man. Right? Verse 7,
Right.
that's the point. Right? And I got another one, right? This Proverbs chapter 2, let's start at verse 3. Well, I'm gonna start at verse 2, right? So that thou incline wisdom, and apply thine ear upon wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and lifteth up thy voice for understanding. If thou seekest her as silver, and seekest for her, searchest for her as for hidden treasures, man. Hidden treasures, man. So hey, that's the real hidden treasure. It's literally a hidden treasure, man. It's truth, right? The word of the Most High, her. You guys are seeing, man. I'm gonna read on. Verse 5. Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of the Most High, man. So that's when we seek that treasure, when you obtain the treasure, man. That's when we fear the Lord. People, damn Jake seeking their money, man. It's talking about that treasure. A damn woman. Talking about that's their treasure, man. But this is our treasure. Right?
Come. I got one point. As the brother
Um,
Yasharala was saying, he said, so let me see if I can know how to put this. He said, oh yeah, basically, he said you can easily, tear up a dollar bill. A thief can come to your treasure and take it whenever he wants to. And who's that thief? Yeah, Yahushua is that thief, man. Because this Proverbs 11:4,
um,
riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Right. So you on a carnal level, you think your treasure is going to deliver you. You think your $100 bill, that's the way to go and things in that nature. But your house shot being a thief, he's gonna come and burn that dollar bill up, and you up, right?
that's right.
So come on.
That's right. And that's a good point too in Zephaniah 1 and 18, right? Their silver, neither their gold will save them in the day of the Lord's wrath. Right? So Jake is not about how much money you have, right? You Northern Kingdom too is not about how much money you have, right? It's about the true riches, right? And I'm gonna get that in James, right? Because remember in Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, what did the Lord say? Right? He says, hey, we all know that, right?
Come
What's it say? Right? I know that work and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. How are we rich? Right? How are we rich? We have the highest poverty rate. So let's get in James, right? James, and this is also the true riches right now, right? James chapter 2 and verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith? See that? So although we may be poor on the in the carnally, you know, others, working two to three jobs, you know, we may be poor outwardly, but or in a carnal level, but it says what? That we're rich in faith. So that's the true riches. You can have all the money you want. If you don't have faith, hey, you're not gonna make it out of you're not gonna make it out of here. Right? It says, and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him. See that? So you want that true riches, which is what? Um, of course, the treasures that we're going to receive in the kingdom, but also right now the faith, right, and wisdom, right. So Christ is above rubies, like it says in Proverbs, right? Come on.
on. Right. He's
Mm-hmm.
right. This is Mark, the classic Mark 4. I'm gonna start at verse 18. Right. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word. Right. And hey, everybody heard the word at this point, man. It's spread throughout the four corners. Right. And that's
Um,
when all these things coming to pass. You guys here. Right. Verse 19. And the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches and the lust of other things entering in choke the word and becomes unfruitful, right? So hey, literally everything else like the brothers talking about this damn money, cars, what brothers think about, damn video games, man. Hey, that's of this world. Right?
mm-hmm.
And then how should I say if my servants were the world, what are they fighting for, man? We fight against these things, bro. We ain't supposed to be damn, loving everything in this world. And that's the true treasure right there, bro. You're outcasts, you know.
Um,
Huh.
Come on. I want to touch on point two because when you die, your works follow. You know. So whatever you reap on this earth, or whatever you sow on this earth, that's what you reap. This Salakia, page kind of falling out. This, Revelation 14 and verse 13, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yes, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. So when you're laboring, you out there putting that work in, what's your reward? When you labor for something, that means you expect a reward. You're gonna get paid for something, right? It's that kingdom of heaven. Other brother Yasharala was telling me about the chariots. You having slaves. Women think that's your treasure in the kingdom of heaven, right? Because it says right here in Revelation 22 and verse 12, it reads, "And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to as his work shall be." So whatever you're doing on this earth, you binding up that treasure in heaven, right? Whatever you're doing, you've been diligent. You're gonna be rich, very rich in the kingdom. You've been slothful. You might be the brokest, not broke, but you know what I'm saying. Like you may only have 2 slaves, while the other
Mhm.
brothers may have 500 slaves.
Yeah,
Because they're more diligent, right? So
right,
con.
right. They were laboring more, right? Laboring more abundantly. But at the end of the day, we understand through the parable in Matthew chapter 20, you know what I'm saying? We
Con.
all still get that kingdom, you know what I'm saying? We all still get that penny. But still, on another level, there's levels in it's still in the kingdom, you know? Hey, the apostle John, right? Or John the Revelator, he's gonna have more stuff than the regular old Jake that was killed, at the two thirds when they come back in the kingdom. Right? The Apostle John, he's going to have more stuff. Why? Because he was diligent. He was on fire. Right? He was laboring more abundantly. You know. So come on. But this is also First Timothy, just like how the brother TAZAIZAR was saying. Jake, he fantasized about money. You know, hey, Jake always wants to get that bag, right? Get the money, right? Eve too, right? Hey, Eve, you can't escape, right?
Oh,
Eve too, she always wants to get that bag, that the money.
damn
Hey,
OnlyFans.
yeah, and also yeah, OnlyFans, right? And also what? Hey, I'm pretty sure. Let me just look this up real quick, right? Um, okay. So Cardi B, she made a song about 2 years ago named "Money," right? You see that money. So basically, in that video or in the song, she's just talking about how she loves money. So that's the state of in the condition of our people, man. Just you're making money your idol, right? What does the Lord say about that? First Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9. But they that will be rich. See, Cardi B, she's rich, right? Fall into temptation in a snare. When you're rich, you're tempted to do stuff, man. You're tempted to go off. Go to damn Las Vegas, right? You're tempted, on the Sabbath day, you might buy something, right? You got extra, extra few money, extra few dollars, or you might start going to casinos, man.
Mm-hmm.
You have all this money, right? And then the spirits hop on you, right? Now you gambling and you casting lots. So that's you when you're rich. It says fall into diverse temptations, right? In a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. Hey, money has been the ruin of many, man. Just like how women has been the ruin of many. Money, hey, it's right there with them, right? Verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil. You can't be loving this carnal money, man. You know? Just look. I know some people, they say they love money. Like, come on, bro. Right? First Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. It's the root of all evil, right? It says, which while some coveted after. What does it mean to covet? To lust after. You know, I gotta get the bag, gotta get the money, gotta get that, right? Now you end up in damn jail cell because you want to get rich, right? Selling dope and whatnot, right? You just trying to get rich. What's
It's
the
like
hey?
get rich or die hard, try something like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Rich
come on,
not
come on.
trying.
50 Cent,
Yeah.
right? Get rich or die trying. Hey, to hell with that spirit, man. For real. To hell with that spirit. Hey, get the kingdom or die trying,
Mm.
right? Come on. That's a better slogan. It says, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith. But what's it that they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows? Because when money comes with a lot of sorrow, man. How? Because and let's say you just won a lottery. Who's going to be asking you for money? Your own family. Now, if you give some money to let's say your relative, then your other relatives are going to be like, hey, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to keep asking for money, and then you're not going to want to give it to them, right? So, hey, that's just one example. So, um,
I
yeah,
also want to say this too as an example. A lot of like friends and everything, they like drift away and things just because of money. Right?
yeah,
There's this one
yeah,
movie, and it's like a trap movie or something like that. It was like
mhm,
best friends, things of that nature, and then they was putting work in, on the left hand side putting work in and things of that nature, And this dude said, "Ain't nobody gonna get in my way for this money," like something like that. Ain't nobody gonna get in my way. And then he tried to kill his best friend because to get more money and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So people would do anything for money because they really love that. That's their god.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on. I got precept. Right, this is Ecclesiastes, right, chapter 5 and verse. I'm starting at verse 13. Right, there is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely riches kept for the owners thereof to their hurt. And the damn saving money, man. I got it right up. Just keep it in that damn shoebox, man. Hey, that's an evil spirit. Right? Let me read it again. Right? There is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely riches kept from the owners thereof to their hurt. So hey, that's gonna be your own hurt, man. Saving that damn paper for what, man? Just stacking it up for what? Right? Verse 14. But those riches perish by evil travail, and he begetteth a son, and there is nothing in his hand. So, like the brothers was talking about, man. Hey, you might have a son, and you might not be able to give him no money that you had. Oh, damn, remember the rich days, man? Selling drugs, all those things. Hey, but when you gonna get a son, man, what is he gonna have, bro? Is he gonna sell drugs? So that's not true riches, man. This true riches is the word, because you can give that to your son.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, right? So, Ecclesiastes, right, chapter 49 and verse 27, right? All these things are for good to the godly. Well, I'm going to start at verse 26, right? The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing, right? Verse 27, all these things are for the good to the godly. So the sinners, they turned it into evil, bro. Hey, Jay can just turn the simplest things into evil. Damn clothes, man. Lusting after the damn Jordans. Oh, that's my baby right there. That's my first pair of Jordans, man. Like, come on, Jake, man. Turning the simplest things into evil. Damn, this money is the most simplest thing, and they turn it to damn evil, bro. It's just, the way to get around this world. But they lust after that thing, man. Laid up on their damn bed. Put it in the shoebox, like I always say, man.
Mm-hmm. I can't, cuff it or scuff it or something like that,
Right.
There's actually Jakes like that too. I know one Jake. It was raining and things of that nature, and he had shoe bags on his shoes, covering his shoes, walking. Shoe bags at school, right? Looking like a fool. Got another dude, and we was in gym class. We was doing push-ups. He had to take his shoes off.
You want increase?
Right. I know Jake's like that, bro. Come on.
You don't know, right? Verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction on they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them, bro. Say them, they're just created for vengeance, man, at this point. Damn, lusting after the smallest things, bro. Damn lab rat, man. Come.
I got a precept. This second, because every Jake, that's the thing they want to do. No one wants to be broke. Jake always want to be rich. They're never humble, especially in ATL. No one is ever humble, man. They always want to envy somebody just because they got something they want. The next thing you know, you're getting robbed, right? So this but YAHAWASHI wasn't like that though. He was a complete opposite. That's why no one can be compared to YAHAWASHI. He really came down from the heavens as a god to be as a man poor, just for us. Just think about that. This second Corinthians. I got two precepts. Actually, let me get this first. I was just reading this today too in the car on my break, man. I'm like, dang. That's deep. This is Philippians chapter 2. I'll start at verse 6. I'll start at verse 5 and reads, "Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach YAHAWASHI, who, being in the form of God," can you get it? who, being in the form of God, so he was in the form of God, he was in the form of a power, right? Thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of man. So he really came off the throne. He came from the spiritual world as a God to be as a servant on the earth. And watch this. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 8, and verse 9, and it reads, "For you know the grace of our Lord Yahawah Hamashiach, that though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor, that ye through his poverty might be rich." You see that? So Jake always wanted to be rich, but Yahawah did the complete opposite, man. He was rich, then he became poor.
Mm.
So you see that? Kind
Con.
Oh, I got a quick for that. Salaki.
Con. Con.
It is Hebrews 2 and verse 9. But we see how Shai was made little lower than the angels for the suffering of death, crowned with glory and honor, that he, by the grace of the Most High, should taste death forever for every man. You know, so he was just made just like us, so he could taste death. Bro. Just so he could taste death. You know, I don't know no Jake that would die for his people like that, man.
no, Jake.
Right, man. Of course the brothers would, man. But hey, outside of us, man, who?
That's right.
You know, come on, we do that too.
That's right. And also, Proverbs chapter 23, verse 4, right? It says, labor not to be rich, seize from thine own wisdom. See that? So the Lord said, what? Labor not to be rich. And this is coming from who? Who wrote the book of Proverbs? Right? King Solomon. And King Solomon, he was one of the richest kings to ever walk the earth. And he even said, hey, labor not to be rich. Right? Because when you read Ecclesiastes, and he was talking about, hey, it's vanity, right? It's just vanity. He had 1,000 women, right? He was walking on gold. He was walking on silver, right? He had all the gold and silver he can imagine, right? More than Jake has ever seen,
Come on.
right? Jake's all proud with his damn $200 Gucci belt, right? But damn Versace, right? And Gucci sandals, right? With damn Nike socks, whatever.
Gucci
Right?
backpack with the
Gucci
turtleneck on.
con, right? Damn Gucci sunglasses, right? Whatever. $100 haircut, right? Hey, Jake is proud of that. He's still living in the hood though, right?
Exactly.
Still living in the hood, right? But he got that on, right? Hey, this comes from King Solomon, man. And he said, labor not to be rich, right? Seize from thine own wisdom. Don't labor to be rich. You should only labor to be content, right? That's what Paul told you, right? Paul said, hey, I know how to abound and be abased, right? I know how to be content. That's what he was saying. You know, he was homeless at one point in time. You know, damn near. Hey, he came from a rich family, right? So he knows how to be rich. He knows how to be poor, right? So that's why, also, so I can let me this one real quick. Proverbs chapter 30 and verse uh 7, right? Proverbs 30 and 7. Two things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. See that? So that's what uh Agor, the son of Jacob, said. Right? He said, give me neither poverty nor riches. Why? Let's keep reading verse 9. Lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord? See that? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain. So what he's saying is, hey, of course you don't want to be, super poor where you can't even eat. You know what I'm saying? You can't even, get a slice of bread, right? Or and you don't want to be too rich. Cause you'll be too full and be like, hey, who's the most high? Right? I have all these riches. I got a damn 12-car garage, right? I have 13 cars, right? I have everything I can imagine. Who is the most high? Right? I am the most. You start saying you start getting Esau's spirit, right? I am, right? And there is none beside me. Come on, bro. So you start getting proud, all right? So that's why that Jake has to understand, earthly riches is not what you want. You want these true riches, man, right? True treasures. Um,
Oh, precept. Right? This is Hebrews chapter 6, and I'm gonna read verse 4. Right?
uh,
For it is impossible for those who were once enlightened and have tasted of the heavenly gift and were made partakers of the Holy Ghost and have tasted the good work of the Most High and the powers of the world to come. Right?
mhm,
If they shall fall away, to renew them again unto repentance, seeing they crucified to themselves the Son of Yahweh afresh, and put him to an open shame. For the earth which drinketh in the rain that cometh oft upon it, and bringeth forth herbs meet for them, by whom it is dressed, receiveth blessing from the Most High. So, hey, that's as rich as you can be on a spiritual level, man. You know, damn, you guys think about that, bro. You receiving things from above, man. Getting breakdowns, left and right. Hey, that's true riches. Hey, because that's from the
mhm.
Most High. You know, I got another one, right? It's Sirach chapter 6, the classic, right? Chapter 6 and 20. Let me just read verse 19. All right, come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruits, for thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon, man. Right soon. So that's fruits. That's the amazing works, man. You know, the this knowledge, bro. Ain't no damn shoes. The hell is that gonna do for you, man?
All right.
Right? Verse 20. He is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with you, man. So hey, that's really how it be, bro. They don't care about the true riches, man. They don't even know what true riches are. All
Mm-hmm.
they care about is things that you can see, man. Things like shoes, damn clothes, all those things. But that's not true riches, man. We literally have true riches that things people cannot see, man. That's true riches, right? Verse 21. He relied upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from him ere it be long. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many men. Hey, that's why it's a true. That's why it's a treasure, bro. She
All right.
don't. Hey, she's not for everybody, man. Not everybody's gonna find her. And that's why it's a true treasure, man. And that's why it's a very narrow gate as well, bro. Because that's true treasure, man. You slip in there, man. You know. Verse 23. Give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel. And put thy feet in her fetters, and thy neck upon her chain. Bow down thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved with her bonds, bro. And that's literally talking about a damn treasure box, man. Just carry her, man. Because that's the true treasure, man. Hey, I'm gonna move on, man. Right? Verse 26. Come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power. Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. That's like damn. What do they call them? Treasure seekers, man. I know there's a true word for them, but it's like damn. It's something along those effects. Damn treasure seekers, bro. That's what they do. They literally go anywhere and it's big, man. Get a damn gold detector, man, on the sand
Uh,
and just dig. You search, man. That's what we're supposed to be doing with this true wisdom. Searching out the breakdowns. All right. Verse
um,
20, verse 28. For at last thou shalt find her rest, and thou shalt be turned into joy, man. Hey, that's a true treasure. Is when things get turned into joy, you're not sad about nothing no more, man. Jake don't even know damn John 3:16 breakdown. You know?
all right.
Oh,
Come
That's
on.
right.
You got one, Yasharala?
Yeah, I just had a quick point to expound on TAZAIZARs, right?
Come on.
Basically, I just looked up pirates looking for gold, right? You always know, that's the common scenario, right? Like, damn pirates of the Pirates of the Caribbean, right? You know, they're looking for the gold. You know, looking for the gold, the stashed treasure. You know, the stashed treasure. You know, they're looking at the map. All right, we have to go over here. You know, hey, they're looking at all the lies they finally find. Right?
Um,
Hey, you should be diligent in these scriptures, man. Finding, hey, that's the true rubies, the true treasures, right? Because like we mentioned before, this knowledge is above rubies. It doesn't even have a price, bro. You know, because not a lot of people will understand this knowledge, right? Wisdom's not manifested onto men, you know. So that's just a quick point I want to bring up.
That precept. This Mark chapter 12, and I'll start at verse 41, and it reads, Yahawasha sat over against the treasury, and beheld how the people cast money into the treasury, and many that were rich cast in much. So right, everybody casting in their things, doing, so-called giving tithes, but many that gave their, tithes and things of that nature, they were rich. You gotta think about it like this. When you read on, it tells you, but you gotta think about it like this. If you're rich and you cashing in, your money, that's not really gonna hurt you. But if you poor and got nothing, you still casting in, you sacrificing. That's a better sacrifice. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, right? That's like saying, let me see. Let me see. Did any brothers got a good example?
of what? Slucky, rephrase it.
Let me see. That's like me. Like, let me see. I really don't have no example.
But
But
like
until I get one in my head. Wait, sir.
for what, Salaki?
For what? Oh, I'll read it again. This is Mark 12 and 41. And Yahushua sat over against the treasury and beheld how the people cast money into the treasury, and many that were rich cast in much. And I was trying to make a point about if you rich and you cast in treasury, that's not really a sacrifice. As if you poor, you cast into treasury too. Because if you rich and everything, you cast into the treasury. That's not really doing anything. That's not really hurting you. But if you poor, you got nothing, you still sacrificing your money or casting in. That's That's more of a sacrifice,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, that's like, yeah, exactly. That's like going to, like those ponds or
Mm-hmm.
like the fountains. You know what I'm saying? They may have it at like the mall or whatever, right? The fountains, rich man, he comes up, hey, damn, I don't know. Let's just say he just throws a damn $100 bill in there, right? That $100 bill is nothing to him,
Mm-hmm.
right? Bill Gates, he just throws a damn $100 bill in. Hey, he can wipe his damn, he can do his business with it, right? It still be nothing, right? But hey, poor man, he comes up, he throws a damn quarter in there, right? Hey, that quarter was a lot, he could have bought some damn, you know, he could
Castle.
have, yeah, could have
So,
went, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He could have went to his local fast food, got a damn biscuit or whatever, right? So but hey, we know that throwing a damn nickel on the fountains, going into idolatry and whatnot. But that's
God,
just an example.
Verse 42. And there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites, which make a farthing. He called unto him his disciples and said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that this poor widow hath cast more in than all they which have cast into the treasury. For all they did cast in of their abundance, but she, of her want, did cast in all that she had, even all her living. And there's many folds on this. But that's another example. That's like, you in downtown wherever you live, right? You in a city. You see a homeless man, a rich man, and he gonna probably give $10 because he got $1 million stacked up, so it's not really gonna hurt him. But let a poor woman come, she only have $10. She give him all that she has, $10, right? That's all she had, only $10. That's more of a sacrifice right there,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Okay.
God.
There's many folks to that. That's really a parable for real, right? Because that poor widow can't represent Israel, right? Because we are a widow, because but we got cast away from our husband.
Mm-hmm.
We have ears to hear. So,
I got a precept for that, right? This is right. Chapter 20. One just read 26 and verse 3, right? One start verse 2. A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Most High. So damn, if the brother's just walking around, trying to seek the truth, man, trying to seek out the truth treasure, hey, the Most High gonna give it to him, bro. And read on. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance, man. I'm gonna get this as well. Right, this Proverbs 31, the classic, and I'm gonna start at verse 8. I open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of such. Well, let me start at verse 9. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies, man. Hey, that's on a spiritual and a physical level, man. This knowledge and wisdom is a spiritual, as a woman, and that's far above rubies, right? You can't find nobody where a woman like this, man, like the truth. You can't find it, bro. Come on, bro.
come on. You got one, Yasharala?
You can go ahead.
All right, come on. This Mark 12, the same chapter, verse 17, and it reads, "And Yahushua answering said to them, Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's." Right. So in this lifetime, in this world, because you got Jake trying to mix this truth and the world together. They're trying to get money, call it a hustle. They're trying to get money in this truth with their fringes on, you know. But the Lord said, "Got rendered to, Caesar or Trump. They're the things that they need, and don't mix it, basically, man. Right? This truth and the world shouldn't be going together. I see that a lot on Instagram, man. A lot of people want to bring that hood crap into this truth.
Oh.
But I see that so many times. They posing on man. Come on, man. Right? So basically, man, store up your treasure in the heavens, man. Stop trying to bring that hood crap into the truth.
Right, and I got precept.
You got
Okay, come what? Right, this is Isaiah chapter 60. Right, come. This is end time prophecy, right? Or basically, yeah, you know what I'm saying, when we're in the kingdom. So this is Isaiah chapter 16, verse 5. It says, Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. What does the forces mean? Forces means the what? The wealth. Like literally, right? Remember in Revelation 11, it says that the kingdom and the riches of this world have become the kingdom and riches of our Lord Yahawah, right? So basically, all the riches of these nations is going to be brought onto us, right? Verse 6: The multitude of camels shall cover thee. In the ancient world, camels were really used as like cars. You know, it says that the multitude of camels shall cover thee. We're going to be covered with camels, man, right? And that camels could be symbolic for just the riches, right? It says the dromedary is just another type of camel. The median and ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, right? They're bringing the gold onto us, man, right? It says, and they shall show forth the praises of the Lord. So if you want to be decked in gold, man, silver, diamonds, you know how Jake wants to, you know, got damn 5 rings on one finger, right? You got damn, you know, ornaments of gold, you know what I'm saying? Right? You got the damn five. Yeah, rappers nowadays, bro, they got like damn 5 chains on one, like just 5 chains on. you know, goddamn, you know,
5 watches on.
yeah, yeah, watches on Rolex, damn Apple Watch, right? It's like, yeah, this is the time in London, this is the time in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Right? Hey, if you want to be, decked out like that in righteousness, you know what I'm saying? While we, during the Feast of Tabernacles in the kingdom, man, you know what I'm saying? Alongside with Apostle John, hey, alongside with Apostle Paul, man, right? Hey, labor right now, right? Lay up your treasures right now. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Precept. Right, this is Isaiah 13, and I'm read verse 12. I'm going to start at verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease, and will lay low the highness of the terrible. Salaki, right? Verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of fire, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, He's gonna make us on a spiritual level more precious than gold, man. Every woman's gonna desire to be with the damn elect, man.
um,
You know? Oh my God, look at him. Hey, that's how it's gonna be, man. Verse 14. And it shall be chased, roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. You know, they shall they shall every man turn to his own people and flee every one in his own land. So that's how we be in the kingdom. Right? It's also right, it's like right? No, Salaki. Colossians 2 and 1, right? For I would that ye know what great conflict I have for you, and for them at Lacedonia, and for as many as have not seen my face in the flesh. So hey, anybody that hasn't seen Yahweh's face in the flesh, man, or any of the apostles, man, hey, they got true treasures, man, because they have faith. That's true faith right there, right? We never even seen these people, in real life, right? And hey, we still have so much faith, man. Verse 2, that their hearts might be comforted, being knit together in love, and unto all riches of the full assurance of understanding. So that's a true rich right there, man. Understanding, assurance of knowledge, right? You know,
um,
knowledge to the acknowledgement of the mystery of the Most High, and of the Father and of Christ, man. That's the mystery of the Most High, man. This knowledge, right? This straight gate, right? This narrow gate, right? Verse 3, the point. In whom are hid all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge, man. So that's a true treasure right there, wisdom and knowledge. You know, verse 4. In this I say, any man like a thumb,
like, it's like, go
right? In this I say, right, verse 4, Colossians 2 and 4. In this I say, lest any man should beguile you with enticing words, for though I be absent in the flesh, yet am I with you in the spirit, joined and beholding your order and the steadfast of faith in your Christ, man, in the Father in Christ. That's a true rich, man. Having literally the Most High send a spirit down through His Son into you, bro. That's a true rich right there, man. You know, oh,
That's right. That's the short riches, man. Hey, cause like, uh, what's this precept at, right? Let's go to Matthew 19, I believe. Right, because this is Israelite 101 right here, because in Matthew 19, remember, we always start at 16, right? We always start at 16, Matthew 19 and 16, and we all know that precept, right? Brothers especially that go out and teach should know this. You know what I'm saying? It says, and behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing should I do that I may have eternal life? Right? And he said unto him, basically, this man, he came unto Yahushua, he's like, hey, good master, what can I do to get the kingdom? Right? What can I do to get eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is the Most High. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. You got to keep the commandments if you want true treasure. You want to get into the kingdom. right? Plain and simple, is a cut to Christians, right? That say, the law is done away with, right? But I'm gonna jump down to verse 20, right? It says, "A young man saith unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up, what lack I yet?" Basically, this man, he was like, "Hey, I'll keep the commandments, right? What do I lack, right?" Verse 21, Yahushua said unto him, "If thou wilt be perfect, if you want to be perfect, right, go and sell that you has." So when you're rich and you're an Israelite, then you kind of have a higher responsibility, right? The Lord looks at you with a greater responsibility now. Why? Because you're rich. So now you're able to give more alms. There's no reason why you shouldn't be giving alms, right? Because you're rich. See that? Because there's Israelites that's rich in the truth. They may have some money, but then the Most High, He looks at you like, "Hey, I'm expecting more from you than a brother that just is living in a damn mean cottage, like it is in Iraq, right?" But it says, "And thou shalt and give to the poor." It says, "Sell that thou hast, give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven." Hey, I forgot that was even in there. That's the spirit. "And thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me." See that? But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. See, you still want to cling on to the things that you have, man. You might have a big house. You might have had you know, damn 14 camels, whatnot, right? He had it all. He went away. Hey, like look at how the brother knock on says. He went away, with his head down. With his head down. All right. It says, verse 23. Uh, Salaki, right? Verse 23. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, "Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of the Most High." Because why? It's really hard for a man that's rich to get into the kingdom, man. Right? That's a heavy lot, you know. Because remember, the temptation that comes with being rich, right? And we can damn name it on our count it on our fingers, right? The men that will enter into the kingdom, though they may be rich, right? King David, right? King Solomon, right? These were rich men, but hey, that's just two right there. Who else, right? Who else? Literally, I don't even know, right? And was Moses even rich, right?
No, he'd rather be oppressed. He said,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Come on. All right, so we can damn name it we count it on our fingers, man. How many men will enter into the kingdom, though they be rich? So that's how hard it is, you know. A needle to go through an eye of a camel, right? That hurts like hell. But the Lord says it's easier for that to happen than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom, man. Come on. Right.
This is Revelation chapter 22 and verse 14. "Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city." Hey, that's true treasure as well, man. Keeping the commandments.
That's right.
What the brother's saying, man. All right, I'm gonna jump to verse Salaki. That was it. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, let me get this in Hebrews. And what gets our precept though?
Come on. You got a precept provider?
Uh,
All right, come on. I'm looking for this in Revelation.
but it's
Basically that the Gentiles. Oh yeah, come on, it's right here. Throw it though. Right, Revelation chapter 21 and verse 24, "And the nations and them which were saved." So after all hell had broke loose, World War III, Yahweh came back. After all that, the nations that still left, it says what? "And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it." Meaning what? Into our kingdom, man. What is the glory and the honor of the king? Right? The glory and the honor of a king is what? His riches, what he has. That's the glory and honor of a king, right? Because if you're a king, right, you're bound to have many possessions, right? You're bound to have many possessions. You can't. I mean, if you're a king, you only got one. You may have one woman, right? The kingdom is only like a city big, right? A little small town big, right? You only have about two chariots. That's it, right? Compared to a king that has 500 chariots, 1,000 women, right, and all this riches and gold. You know what I'm saying? That's a greater king, right? In that instance, right? So the king and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it, right? That it is going into our kingdom, right? The kingdom of the Most High. So they're going to bring their riches into us. So if you want those riches, you got labor. You got labor for it right now. You know.
Kind of, do anybody know the precept to call, and they shall eat the fruit of the works, or something like that? Paraphrasing.
Kind of revelation.
I don't know.
Okay. Like the fruit of the tree.
Like it says, like, and they shall eat the fruit of their work, or something like that.
I think it's
Yeah.
labor. They shall eat the fruit of their labors.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, kind of.
Isaiah 3:10.
Mm.
But the righteous, right? The
Yeah,
righteous shall eat
righteous.
the. Yeah, come on. Isaiah 3:10. I'm pretty sure that's the one you're talking about.
Kind of. Isaiah 3:10. Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, that they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Right? And that's what's going to happen in the heavens. You laboring right now, you putting in our work. People might be forsaking you, people not listening to the truth, but it's not a thing for naught. Because sometimes you might be in that feeling like you pushing this truth out, no one wants to listen to you. You think you're just doing it for vain. But really, the Lord and the angels, they listening to you. They recording it, they writing it down, they putting it in your treasure, putting that, piece of gold in your treasure and things of that nature. Then when you get to the kingdom of heaven, Lord willing, you're gonna eat the fruit of your doings. You was out there, what, next to Walmart, passing out flyers or whatever you was doing, breaking down the milk. You out there in Colorado, trying to help brothers, you working on that one brick. He might not be coming to the truth, but it's not for vain. Right? You doing what you're trying to do, and that's all going to be, well with you in the kingdom of heaven. Come on.
Right. Now, who said yesterday?
Con. Yeah, I had this in Sirach. All right, let me bring this out real quick. Sirach chapter 1. What was that? Yeah. All right, slack it. Further. Sirach chapter 29 and verse 11. I'm gonna start at A. Sirach chapter 29 goes into money, a lot, right, and giving to the poor, But Sirach chapter 29, I'm gonna start at verse 10, right? Lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend. I'm gonna just start at 9, right? Verse 9. It says, help the poor for the commandment's sake. So we're commanded actually to help the poor, with what little you have, you should give it, That's what it says in Tobit. Tobit said, hey, don't be ashamed to give according to that little, And if you have much, then give according to that much, But we should be, able, brothers should be wicked on it. And I say this to myself too, giving alms, right? It says, help the poor for the commandment's sake and turn him not away because of his poverty, right? Lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let it not rust under a stone to be lost. See that? Verse 11. Lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High. Lay up treasure. What treasure? Right? It's not talking about earthly treasure, per se. It's talking about, the treasure in heaven, man. Because that's the treasure that you should be able to get, right? To build up. it shall bring thee more profit than gold. Because at the end of the day, man, gold just gives you what? I mean, what? What does money give you at the end of the day? Right? A phone, right? You use money, you know, but at the end of the day, the things that you buy money with is can be destroyed, right? It can be destroyed. Damn highlighters, right? This is going to be destroyed, you know. Our clothes, that's going to be destroyed also, right? So it says what? It shall bring thee more profit than gold. Because at the end of the day, the Most High is not looking at how much money you have on a physical level. He's looking at how much money you have according to the heaven standard, right? He's looking at the spiritual treasure, right? He's not looking at the earthly treasure that you have, right?
Oh, I appreciate it. Quick precept for Yasharala said.
Mm-hmm.
2 Corinthians chapter 4, chapter 4, and we'll just read verse 18. While we look not at things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Hey, that's deep, man. We literally, we have to store these treasures up that are, not seen. Jake damn throwing up on damn money, you know, shoe boxes, damn shoes, damn chains, damn PlayStations to sell them. All manner of things that they store up on. But hey, we store up on this faith, man. Right? We store up on wisdom, right?
That's right.
We read that last part again. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the thing, hey, everything is temporal, bro. Literally everything that we see is temporal. This damn computer is temporal, man. Damn money, gold, all those things are temporal. Man. They could just go away in a snap of a finger, right? But hey, these precepts that we know and this knowledge we'll never forget. And that's eternal, right? You know? All right. Another precept. I just Deuteronomy chapter 32. Yeah.
Come on.
Salak.
Okay.
Salak. Deuteronomy 32, and I'm gonna start at verse 28. All right. For there are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Or that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider the latter end, their latter end. Right? And this is talking about us as a people, man. Verse 30. How should one chase 1,000 and put the 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them, and the Lord had shut them up? For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges, man. So hey, our rock is, YAHWASHI, man. And their rock is down. Like, hey, that what it's saying, rock is just something that holds you down, And their rock is down, let's say, down PlayStation, when they're sad, when they get having a bad day, hop on damn Fortnite, man. But hey, ours is YAHWASHI in His word, you Verse 32. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, and their fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are full of gall, their childers are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons, and the cruel venom of aspis. Right, verse 34. Is not this laid up in their store with me, and sealed up among my treasures? So hey, everything, even though it's they'll vanish away, everything belongs to the Most High. Right, verse 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time. For the day of their calamity is at hand, and the kings that shall come up shall come up upon them make haste. For the Lord shall judge His people and repent Himself for His servants. When He setteth up their power, is gone, and there is none shut up or left. Right, verse 37. He shall say, where are their gods? Their rock is in whom they trusted. So hey, we trust in this word, man. We ain't gonna put our trust in a damn gun. That's it could jam up. But hey, Most High, he's a shield over us, man. I can tell you in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers, trust in guns, man. Spray it, man. Hey, but we trust in the Most High, man. Come on. Slakia, one more precept, right? This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 16. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures, man. So the treasures we got is of the Most High. Come on.
You got one, Yasharala?
Khan, that's the spirit too, because the Brother TAZAIZAR mentioned the storm, right? Damn, the Most High is bringing a damn windstorm over here as we speak. It's damn hella windy over here all of a sudden, right? But Khan, so I want to bring this out real quick, right? Edification purposes, right? And we're just gonna get on Jake real quick, bro, right? This is Jake, right? Right. Right, so hold on. Look at this, bro. So look at Blueface, Dumbface, right? When he came out with the song, right, everyone was listening to it, right? At this point, I was coming out the word, right? But you see how he has like damn 7 chains on, right? All right, so yeah, so these Jakes, and so they see that, right? Because these modern day rappers, Blueface, got Baby, Little Baby, Babies, right? So these these rappers, right? They have 7 damn chains on. You see, we got a chain, right? But this is the line of Judah right here, right? So this Isaiah, he got the he got the pomegranate, basically, right? I don't know, if you call it the Star of David, but you know what I'm saying?
The lily.
Right, the lily, come.
I got Yahawah on mine.
Right, Yahawah. See that? So all of us, we have meaningful chains on, bro. Right? And the Lord said that way. In the kingdom of heaven, we'll have a chain about our neck. Right? So Jake, he wants to get damn. I seen a Jake, I think it was Soldier Boy, right? He had a chain on. It was like a chain of a damn like George Washington or whatever. Right? Like, oh, what? Yeah, you said Blueface said that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, come on, see that? So you just glorifying, the riches of this world. Just glorifying gold and stuff, right? You can't be like that. You have to honor, and you should fight for the treasures laid up in heaven, right? So let me go to Luke. Luke chapter 12, right? And verse, Luke chapter 12, verse 30. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knows that you have need of these things. So one thing that these nations seek after too, these other nations, they love money too. Moabites, right? Hey, Esau loves money, bro. Right? He'll do anything for money. Right? But verse 31, but rather seek ye the kingdom of the Most High. Instead of you trying to be a millionaire, that's Jake's dream right there. Oh, I just want to make it, be a millionaire, right? Oh, I want to be a billionaire. I want to be a trillionaire, right? Hey, the Lord said, but rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Right? Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Right? So it's the Father's pleasure to give you the kingdom, man. Hey, and what's that precept inside right? It is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord to make a poor man rich, right? In an instant, right? To make a poor man rich. That's easy. That's light work to the Lord. we were going into that, in that video, anything's too hard for the Most High. That's light work for the Most High. Man. He can easily make Abaya the second richest man in the world, right? He can easily give TAZAIZAR damn $2 million, right? That's easy. But that's up to the Lord if he wants, to do that, or if he, wants to wait to the kingdom, right? Which would be better, right? And it says, verse 33, sell that ye have and give alms. The Lord says, sell that you have, right? And give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupteth, right? Exactly. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. So he just told you how to get it, man. You have to have your loins girded about and your lights burning. You gotta be on fire, right? If you want those, the abundance of true riches, right?
Please, you got it, bro.
You got it.
The water. Right? 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 1. Right? For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of Yahawah in house not made with hand, internal in the heavens. Like plain and simple. Everything that we see right now is going to vanish away, bro. But there's something waiting for us if it be of the Lord's will in the heavens, man. Right, verse 2. For in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven, man. So that's what we desire, man. Things that are in heaven, true riches, right? Right, this is John, right? John 14, and I'm gonna read verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in Yahweh, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. Verse 3. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where am I, that ye are also be, that we will also be, right? So what does it mean in our Father's house are many mansions, man? It's a body up there waiting for us, bro. A new body, man. Come on. That's what we desire, the things that are in heaven, not in the things on this earth, right?
I found this through the Spirit in Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 31, chapter 31, verse 1. Watching for riches consumeth the flesh, and the care thereof driveth away sleep. And a lot of Jake have this saying, I can't sleep because I got money on my mind. And that's exactly what it's saying right here. It drives away sleep. Right? Let me keep reading though. I'm gonna jump down to verse 5. He that loveth gold shall not be justified. Because you got a lot of people, they always care about money. They never justify, they never satisfied in things of that nature. They just want to keep getting money. And he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. God hath been the ruin of many, and the destruction was present. It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it. And a lot of people sacrifice into money and to gold and things of that nature by shooting people, giving up one of their family members, sacrificing, their own friends, their own kids, just to get money. Right. And every fool shall be taken therewith. But con.
That's right. Hey, people will actually Jakes too. They'll steal from their own mom, bro. Like they'll steal, right? Steal from their own moms, right? Just to get some money. Come on, bro. Right? Lord said first of all, thou shalt not steal, but you stealing from your own mom, right? Come on. But what was that? But yeah, Con, you got it.
Is that right? Chapter 51, verse 26. Right? Did you just read this or
You said Sirach chapter
51 and 26?
La.
Come on. Right? Riches and strength lift up the heart. The fear of the Lord is above them both. there is no one in the fear of the Lord. There is no one in the fear of the Lord and needeth not to seek help. Right? The
Yeah.
fear of the Lord is a fruitful garden and covereth him above all glory, man. So hey, we just hopping on that point, man. Hey, money is not nothing, bro, compared to the Most High's riches. If you got ears to hear, you know, come on.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, so hey, bro, stick with the true riches, man. All right, stick with the true riches, right? Because I'm pretty sure in that day, when you have all the money in the world, right, and the Lord comes back, he looks at you, and he looks at you, he's like,
Mm.
or when you have all the money in the world, then the damn FBI just kicks down your door, right? Just kicks down your door. Now what are you gonna do, right? Gucci Mane, bro. You know, hey, what are you gonna do when you got a big old a mansion, right? You got a big old mansion, and you should look at your mansion. Right? You looking at your mansion, damn, all hell breaks loose. Missiles hitting the earth because Revelation chapter 6, right? This what was it? The sixth seal, right? Come, the sixth. Let's say the sixth seal happens, right? Damn, missiles start hitting the earth. Hits your own damn mansion, bro. See, now that's all gone to waste. Then you got caught off there, and you died by the damn famine, right? So it, you got
You got pizza, bro?
Uh,
all right, kind of. So I guess we can kind of close up if you want. Yeah, but that was a good precept. Brother Abaya brought out the watching for riches. Got the way to sleep. There was the song that came out, I believe in the '80s. Got my mind on the money on me, something like that, right? You can't. Yeah, right? You can't just have money on your mind, bro. Lord said that where your heart, where your treasure is, there where your heart be also. So that's actually that's beautiful. Jake's, that love money. Where's the mind at? About money, right? Oh, I can talk to this girl. I can get her to do this, and then I'm gonna just do that. Hey, the Lord said that our people, they're wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Jake coming with all these divisive plans, damn blueprint. Are we gonna go be here? All right. So hey, at this second, hey, you come in, and then we're gonna, but hey, to do good, they have no knowledge. All right.
so Jake would take all night, hours and hours to set up his own brother to kill him and things of that nature. But when they come to this truth, they don't know how to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
Nope.
They don't know how to keep the Sabbath or anything like that.
Nope. All right. They just look at the damn teachers that's out there and the prophets out there. You scoff at them, bro.
Exactly.
Keep or go a little bit faster. Making all that damn noise, right? So Jake's like that, you're gonna get destroyed, man, unless you repent, right? Plain and simple, Hey, what happened to what I believe it was Alicia, right? Con, it was Alicia in Second Kings, right? The 42 children, right? They were mocking him, saying, "Go up, thou bald head," right? And what happened to those 42 children, man? There were 42 children, right? Mocking the prophet Elisha, right? What did Elisha do? He said he cursed them in the name of Yahweh, and two she bears came out of the wood and tore up all those children. So how much more you, Jake, right?
Right.
Mocking the damn prophets. Hey, that might be the prophet John out there, or the prophet Jeremiah out there, Isaiah. That might have been whoever, right? Come on. So yeah, we can get some closing precepts, I guess.
It's all right. It's all right. Sirach 37 and 21.
Mhm.
Verse 20. Right? There is one that shows wisdom in his words and is hated. He shall be destitute of a slug. Let me read that again. Right? There is one that showeth wisdom in words and is hated. He shall be destitute of all food. Right? For grace is not given, for grace is not given him from the Lord, because he is departed from all wisdom. Right? Another is wise to himself, and in the fruits of understanding are compatible of his mouth. Man. You know, say this is the true riches right here. We can't let they slip away from our mouth, man. You know, so hey, why would we just sit around and talk about damn money moves, man? And why would we do that, man? That's going away from the Most High's commandments. You know, come on.
Mhm. That's right. That's right. And remind now, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Right? Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right? So, so Israel, keep doing, man. Keep enduring in the faith, man. Right? We shouldn't give up right now, man. We literally all hell is about to break loose, right? And so we know that we're not wrestling against flesh and blood right now, but against these, principalities. Esau was trying to get us, right? But we can't let the Most High down. We can't let each other down, and we still gotta continue to uh be in the faith, right, and keep the commandments, right? So calm.
I brought this one out earlier. One of my first precepts is Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Because you have, well, I don't know, but you might try to have, Jake trying to pay off the angel to beam them up in a chariot. They're gonna get zapped. You know, the angel don't need your $1 bill. He don't need none of that for real. So riches not gonna profit. You can be the richest man on earth. You can be a king. You will still get destroyed and be just dust. Rather than you can be one of the poorest men on earth. You got nothing, absolutely nothing, but you got the faith. You get beamed up, and that's rags to riches. You know,
Because the damn chariots, they're not made of just damn paper and wood. You know,
exactly.
not made of your Toyota, right? Your Honda. It's not the same material, man. Right? It's made out of like this, hey, vib- vibranium gold, man.
Come.
God, that was like, damn, what is this? You know, Angel's like, hey, don't touch that, right? Whatever, what kind? Yeah. So, with that, we'd like to give all on and go and pray. Oh, you had any other stuff?
Wow.
Um, uh, so with that, we'd like to give all on and go and praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI. Lord willing, this was edifying. This was Brother Yasharala.
TAZAIZAR the war.
Brother Bye.
Till next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Slide.